What's up, Wando? I'm Ricky Schmidt, bringing you this week's episode of Tribe Talk. This week we take a look at Valentine's Day and the musical. Have you ever seen someone attractive and not known how to start a conversation? Well, Jack Oxford takes it to the streets of Wando for the best pickup lines.
Hey Wando, with Valentine's Day just around the corner, we took to the streets to find out your favorite pickup lines. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
That worked, it worked. Good job.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite pickup line?
Let me get that Snapchat.
Are you my appendix because I need to take you out?
No.
What's your favorite pickup line?
You are a booger, you'd be the first one I'd pick.
No wonder the sky is so gray today. All the blue is in your eyes.
My eyes are brown.
Hey, still a compliment. All right, what's y'all's favorite pickup line?
I'm not an organ donor, but I'd love to give you my heart.
Your eyes are gorgeous.
It's a good one. The only thing I want to change about you is your last name.
So, when's the wedding date?
Whatever works best for you, babe.
All right, so I'm about to buy a ticket for the Powerball, and I need some numbers. So can I get yours?
Ooh.
They said, wait. Well, I waited. For 100 years, I waited. Cotton fields, kitchens, balconies, in bread lines and back doors on chain gangs, in stinking colored toilets, in crowded ghettos outside of schools and voting booths. Some said later, and some said never. Then a new wind blew, a new voice rolled its wings with quiet urgency, strong, determined, sure. No, it said, not never, not later, not even soon. Now, walk. And other voices echoed the freedom words, walk together, children, don't get weary. Whispered them, sang them, prayed them, shouted them. Walk. And I walked the streets of Montgomery until a link in the chain of patient acquiescence broke. Then again, sit down. And I sat down at the counters of Greensboro. Ride, and I rode the bus for free. Kneel, and I went down on my knees in prayer and faith. March, and I march until the last chain falls, singing, we shall overcome. Not all the dogs and hoses in Birmingham, nor all the clubs and guns in Selma can turn this tide. Not all the jails can hold these young black faces from their destiny of manhood, of equality, of dignity, of the American dream 100 years past due. Now,
Wando gives the opportunity for students to study a wide variety of subjects. Nico looks into one of these programs found here at Wando.
Here at Wando, students have an opportunity to get a jump start on their medical careers by being qualified for an entry-level job right out of high school.
It's called Clinical Study, and it is a nursing assistant program that teaches a student how to become a nursing assistant, and the student's prepared to take the state certification exam. And if the student passes, he or she has an entry-level job into a health career.
Well, what you mainly do as a CNA are the activities people can't do for themselves, like brushing their teeth or helping them go get breakfast and helping feed them. It's based on what their abilities are.
Well, we have a new skills lab, and they go into the skill lab and they learn all their skills, touching the mannequins and performing on each other, actually. And then when we go into the Frankie home, we're actually bathing residents. We're feeding them. I mean, it is hands-on. It is nothing but hands-on. And it's really kind of exciting because students start and they're scared to death, and when they finish, they don't want to leave.
With the majority of nurses currently at the retiring age, the possible problem of a nursing shortage here at MUSC's Charleston County Hospital is just around the corner. We're here today to take a look and see how the issue is furthering and what it's going to do to the overall hospital as a whole.
There's a huge nursing shortage. There's also a huge shortage for nursing aides. The big thing with the nursing shortage is most nurses are around my age, give or take 10 years, and they're really afraid that everybody's going to retire at the same time.
When the economy declined several years ago, it kind of delayed baby boomers from retiring. So we weren't seeing an immediate effect of that shortage, but now that the economy is starting to recover, what is happening is baby boomers are starting to retire, and that's creating the shortage.
Awando Sr. is taking advantage of this opportunity and hopes that it will benefit him in the future.
To become a doctor, I'll do 4 years undergrad, and I'll do 4 years of med school, and then do a few years residency. Okay. The advantage of taking it now would be that I have a lot of time to get experience in the field, so I have a lot of time to apply for jobs and work as a CNA and get a lot of experience for.
Sometimes when you get employed as a CNA, the facility may offer to pay for you to go to school. It just kind of gives the student one step above everybody else that doesn't have the training.
Hospitals are working to ensure the effects of this shortage are not felt by the patients.
So when we think about having the appropriate numbers of nurses to staff patient areas, we need to be looking at how we can bulk those up and make sure that we are able to provide the type of care that patients need.
This has been Nico Yuo reporting for Tribe Talk.
Around the world, hundreds of thousands of people are being affected by allergy season. Let me let you in on a little well-known secret. At the rate we're going, things are about to get worse. A lot worse. What is doing this, one may ask? Global warming. Wait, is that the same global warming melting the glaciers and causing us to see so many sad polar bears? This same concept of higher temperatures has caused the world to have much more pollen for allergy season, 1.8 times to be exact. But a stuffy nose is the least you should be worried about. How about the increase of natural disasters? Extreme temperatures, droughts, floods, heat waves, you name it. Oh, but don't forget about the polar bears. But seriously, with a global population of 7.4 billion and growing, a major hit to our crop production will be devastating. So how do we stop all this from continuing? Well, it all starts with you. No, not me. You, the thousands of people watching. Do your part. Use the recycling bin. Turn down your heat a few degrees. When you leave the house, turn the lights off. And sign a few petitions against polluting factories. Do you want the whole world to look like Beijing? No, you can hardly see the sun. Look, the world is our home, and it can't take the abuse forever. It all starts with you. Not me. You. Make the change, and save our home before it's too late.
Valentine's Day is a celebration of love, whether it's spent with your girlfriend,
Boyfriend, best friend, or even your little sister. So spread the love this Valentine's Day. It's about every relationship.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Why would you take speech class?
Please don't pick me. Don't pick me. Please don't. No, not me. Please. Molly. Oh my god, they're all looking at me. Oh my gosh, what should I do?
You don't belong here. Get out of here.
If you take speech class, you'll learn how to be more comfortable around your peers. Plus, you'll get stickers!
The second annual Hearts and Souls 5K will be held at Wando High School February 13th. If you're looking for volunteer hours, email Larson_Runyon at charleston.k12.sc.us by February 7th to volunteer.
Hey Wando, if you're interested in getting a job, then make sure you show up to the job fair, February 18th, available during all lunches in the gym. In order to make a good impression on a future employer, here's a few tips to help you stand out from the crowd.
Make a good impression by standing up straight, keeping eye contact, and giving a firm handshake. You also want to dress for success. Look crisp, clean, and professional. Bring in a few copies of your resume. Having a resume in high school is very impressive to employers.
Finally, treat the job fair like an interview. You're not just browsing potential jobs, but your overall goal is to get hired, and it's not uncommon to do so if you follow these steps.
Hi Wando, my name is Frankie Arnold. Let someone know about that or this has been Figgy Point for Drive Talk.
Pre-calc, more like pre-meltdown. Hashtag jumping off the tangent slope.
Mr. Brusini has a better relationship with his dog than any woman. Hashtag that's my best friend. That's not right. Might be true, but that's not right.
Mr. Giddick's forehead is almost as big as his ego. Hashtag Grand Canyon. All right.
If I hear that woman sing that dreadful Good Things song, I'll die. Hashtag good things can be a bad thing. That's me. Hi, I'm the one who sings the good things. Yes, I know a lot of you hate the Good Things song. No, I really don't care. Yes, you're singing anyway. I love you.
Is it supposed to be blank? Hashtag ghost. Hashtag a sign. Hashtag you have to believe it.
Just quit your job and open up a bakery already. Hashtag chase the dough. What the heck?
Would it kill you to eat a cheeseburger? Hashtag health fanatic.
If only his lectures were as short as he was. Hashtag you hobbit. Hashtag growth. Man, that's mean. Hashtag late bloom. I hope I bloom. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Miss Albrecht, you mean the lady who cries all the time. Hashtag big girls don't cry. And then my hashtag for that is too soon.
Maybe we should start drug testing the coaches instead of the players. Hashtag steroids. Hashtag put your arms down. Hashtag you can't.
It's only a matter of time until Farrah Cooper's restraining order arrives. Hashtag obsessive. Hashtag Yes, I love my Gamecocks, and yes, my cat is named Pharaoh Cooper.
Why she act like Queen Latifah from Set It Off? Hashtag Dre Time. Hashtag Dr. Dre. I know y'all wrong for that, right? I don't act like no Queen Latifah. Bye.
Chill, bruh. Hashtag where's your ID? Hashtag tiptoe champion. Hashtag where's my hat? Hashtag referrals. Hashtag you never seen me smile. Hashtag it doesn't exist.
The theater department has been working for months on the upcoming musical. Let's take a look backstage at the preparation.
This year will mark the production of the 13th annual musical. Tribe Talk takes an inside look at the work put in behind the scenes.
We are doing Bring It On, the musical, which is based on the movies by the same name, and it takes a little bit from all the different movies.
There's a lot of preparation that goes into the show. We practice for 2 to 3 hours, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. There's a lot of weekend rehearsals that we do.
This year's been different because I've had so much more work to put into, so many more lines to memorize, and a lot of the dances.
It's all just 12 weeks of every day after school, plus weekends of preparation for one weekend.
The musical brings surprising new additions to this year's production.
We actually have cheerleaders this year because it's about cheerleading. So we have a lot of hip-hop dancers and we have a lot of cheerleaders, and so there's a lot of stunts, and it's really, really awesome. But we're also, this year, we have LED screens, so they're going to hang from like the stage and they're going to come in and they're going to project like pictures and images.
I think this one might be the most fun. The dances are really cool because you have the Jackson dances, which are like hip-hop, the Truman dances, which are lots of cheerleading routines and stunts and tumbling.
So this is a result of everyone's talents, but we all come together and cover our weaknesses, and it's just really cool to see it all come together.
Bring It On takes a modern approach to attract a diverse audience.
That is more catering to a teenage crowd. And this one is rated PG-13. There is some mild language in it.
This show in particular, I think will reach the audience of high schoolers. Anyone can watch this show. It's not like an old Broadway musical. This is modern. The comedy in this show is so funny. Even high school kids our age will get it.
It's been fun every year, and I think every single part is incredible.
This has been Mara Noonan reporting for Tribe Talk.
Hi Wanda, this is Riley Biller on this week's Sports Talk. Last week and this week is the start of lacrosse, soccer, baseball, softball, and track seasons. Good luck to our spring sports. On January 26th of last week, our boys basketball team defeated Goose Creek and are now 3rd in our region. Also last week, the girls basketball team defeated West Ashley and are now 2nd in their region. Good luck to our boys and girls. Now in this week's edition of Sports Talk, we take a look at our very own teacher athlete who loves nothing more than crossing a finish line.
I started running when I first moved to Charleston of August 2013. I just loved the atmosphere, so I thought I'd get out and start running.
Throughout the last 3 years, she's gotten more and more serious and dedicated to these races that she does.
My first organized run was the Cooper River Bridge Run 2014. I remember being at the top of the bridge and almost in tears, not because I made it over the bridge, but just because it was such a big accomplishment for me. The week before, I usually try to eat extremely healthy and hydrate.
The rituals that we have before the races is we would text each other, I wish her good luck. The few races that I have been with her, I'd give her a nice little kiss for good luck.
My favorite run that I ever did was the New York City Half Marathon in March 2015. It was absolutely amazing. I had my mom, I had Miss Wilcox, and my other very good friend there.
We took the subway to 3 other stops, and then we made it every time at different mile markers, and we were there in the financial district when she crossed the finish line.
You're running through this Times Square, Central Park, Wall Street, just running in a town that I'm from is just absolutely wonderful.
Miss V has impacted me running because I would work out before, but now she has inspired me to do 5Ks. But anytime she signs up, she says, all right, we're going to do this 5K. So then I got to do it too.
We have competed, I think, a couple races. The Hearts and Soul race at Wando last Valentine's Day we ran together. And then I think we've done one other one. We did a turkey trot this past year, and it was a lot of fun.
I was the girl in gym class who didn't dress up for the mile, and now I've run a significant amount of races. So just push through it, start with 1 mile, and keep on going.
This has been Riley Biller reporting for Tribe Talk.
Thanks, Wando. This has been Ricky Schmidt reporting for Tribe Talk. And remember, always walk like a warrior.
know your story like I did.
No!
She wears short shirts, I wear t-shirts.
She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers.
You belong with me.